Mastering data-driven decision-making. Someone in the organization better be owning those KPIs. Who within the organization is responsible for defining and tracking the key performance indicators, KPIs, that best measure operational excellence and drive data-driven decisions to achieve maximum efficiency and quality? In the pursuit of operational excellence, it is imperative to establish a clear framework for defining and tracking key performance indicators, KPIs, that drive data-driven decisions. This endeavor requires a coordinated effort from various stakeholders across the organization. While the specific responsibilities may vary depending on the organization's size, structure, and industry, the following roles typically play a crucial part in defining and tracking KPIs that measure operational excellence. 1. Operations Manager/Director. As the leader of the operations team, the operations manager/director is accountable for overseeing the day-to-day activities and ensuring that the operation is running efficiently and effectively. They are responsible for identifying the KPIs that are most relevant to their department or business unit and working with other stakeholders to establish targets and thresholds. 2. Business Analyst. The business analyst plays a critical role in bridging the gap between business operations and data analytics. They work closely with the operations manager/director to identify the KPIs that need to be tracked and develop the necessary reports, dashboards, and data visualizations to support data-driven decision-making. 3. Data Scientist/Analyst. The data scientist/analyst is responsible for collecting, processing, and analyzing the data required to measure the KPIs. They work with the business analyst to develop the data models and algorithms needed to extract insights from the data and provide recommendations for improving operational excellence. 4. Quality Assurance/Quality Control Manager. The Quality Assurance/Quality Control Manager is accountable for ensuring that the organization's products or services meet the required quality standards. They work with the operations manager/director to identify the KPIs related to quality and develop the necessary processes and procedures to achieve the desired quality levels. 5. Supply Chain Manager. The supply chain manager is responsible for managing the flow of goods, services, and information from raw materials to end customers. They work with the operations manager/director to identify the KPIs related to supply chain performance and develop the necessary strategies to optimize the supply chain. 6. Lean/Six Sigma Black Belt. The Lean/Six Sigma Black Belt is a certified professional who has undergone rigorous training in process improvement and optimization. They work with the operations manager/director to identify opportunities for improvement, develop and implement process changes, and track the resulting KPIs. 7. IT/Technical Team. The IT/Technical Team is responsible for developing and maintaining the systems, infrastructure, and applications required to collect, store, and analyze the data used to measure the KPIs. They work with the business analyst and data scientist/analyst to ensure that the necessary technical capabilities are in place to support data-driven decision-making. To ensure that these stakeholders work together effectively, it is essential to establish a governance structure that defines roles, responsibilities, and accountabilities. This governance structure should include 1. KPI Owner. Each KPI should have a designated owner who is responsible for tracking, reporting, and analyzing the KPI. The KPI owner is also accountable for developing and implementing improvement initiatives to achieve the desired targets. 2. This committee should include representatives from the various departments and stakeholders involved in defining and tracking the KPIs. 3. Data Governance Committee. A data governance committee should be established to oversee the management and use of data within the organization. This committee should ensure that data is accurate, complete, and consistent, and that it is used in compliance with relevant laws and regulations. By establishing a clear governance structure and defining the roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder, organizations can ensure that the KPIs that measure operational excellence are well defined, tracked, and acted upon to drive data-driven decisions and achieve maximum efficiency and quality. The pursuit of operational excellence. It's a notion that has fascinated me for decades, and I've had the privilege of observing and guiding numerous organizations on this journey. One such organization that comes to mind is a global manufacturing company I'll call TechCorp. Their story is a testament to the power of data-driven decision-making and the importance of establishing a culture of operational excellence. In the early 2000s, TechCorp was facing significant challenges. Despite its impressive size and scale, the company was struggling to maintain profitability. Production costs were high, lead times were long, and quality issues were rampant. It was clear that a fundamental transformation was needed. The company's leadership recognized that the key to success lay in harnessing the power of data to drive decision-making. They began by establishing a cross-functional team, comprising representatives from production, quality, and finance, to define and track key performance indicators, KPIs, that would measure operational excellence. The team's first task was to identify the most critical processes that drove the business. They relied on a combination of data analysis and input from subject matter experts to pinpoint areas such as supply chain efficiency, machine uptime, and defect rates. These processes were then mapped to specific KPIs, which became the foundation for data-driven decision-making. One of the most significant breakthroughs came when the team implemented a real-time monitoring system to track production workflows. This system provided granular data on machine performance, enabling the team to identify bottlenecks and optimize production scheduling. By doing so, they were able to reduce lead times by 30% and increase overall equipment effectiveness by 25%. As the organization continued to mature, the team expanded its focus to include quality metrics. They developed a robust quality control process, which included regular sampling and inspection of products. The data from these inspections was used to identify trends and patterns, enabling the team to implement targeted improvements that reduced defect rates by 40%. Throughout this journey, I was struck by the importance of fostering a culture of transparency and collaboration. The cross-functional team's ability to share data, insights, and best practices across departments was crucial in driving meaningful change. It was heartening to see individuals from diverse backgrounds and expertise working together towards a common goal. As I observed TechCorp's transformation, I couldn't help but think about the parallels between operational excellence and personal effectiveness. Just as organizations must establish a clear vision and metrics for success, individuals must do the same. By setting goals and tracking progress, we can identify areas for improvement and optimize our own performance. The experience also reminded me of the importance of appreciating the nuances of a well-crafted system. Just as a masterpiece of art is comprised of intricate details, a high-performing organization is built on a foundation of carefully designed processes and metrics. The beauty lies not just in the individual components, but in the way they come together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. Today, TechCorp is a testament to the power of data-driven decision-making and operational excellence. The company's commitment to continuous improvement has yielded impressive results, including significant reductions in production costs and lead times, as well as improved quality and customer satisfaction. As I look back on this journey, I am reminded of the importance of embracing a growth mindset and staying true to one's values. By doing so, we can create a culture of operational excellence that permeates every aspect of an organization, driving meaningful change and sustained success.